His message was, stop sending money home to be spent, start building assets. From undervalued NSE stocks like banking and energy firms to private equity, real estate, and diaspora-focused businesses, Nyoro laid out a clear path to financial growth. The forum also showcased real opportunities from housing projects to security firms, all targeting diaspora investors ready to move from remittance to ownership. And the biggest message, this is not charity, this is strategy. It's diaspora capitalism turning remittances into real assets, UK-born Gen Z into strategic investors, Kenya into your portfolio's next big win. Kenya is not just a home, it's your next investment frontier. The choices made today will define your economic future. Like and comment your biggest takeaway, share with someone who needs this age, and subscribe for more No Fluff investing breakdowns.
Let's give him a hand clap, please. We want a vibrant house. As much as we want to discuss a lot of economic issues, a lot of economic empowerment, we also want a Kenyan spirit in here. So let me first start by asking, what is it you love about Kenya? What do you love about Kenya?
Najivunia kuwa Mkenya sababu Kenya ni nchi yangu.
Thank you very much. Najivunia kuwa Mkenya, Kenya ni nchi yangu. Give me a hand clap, please. What would you like to say? What do you love about Kenya?
Kenya is my country. Kenya is where I was born. Kenya is everything. At the end of the day, anything I get from here, I have to invest in Kenya.
Fantastic investment in Kenya. I can see wonderful ladies here. Talk to us. What do you love about Kenya?
Being born and bred in Kenya, grew up there. I love Kenya. Is my country. I have a small farm in Kenya, and I keep going back. I was there 2 weeks ago, and this is a good opportunity to meet other investors and see the way forward. I love the heat. I love Kenya.
Asante. Now, what I wanted to show you is that the diaspora is very passionate about Kenya, and the one thing that has never died is our spirit for wanting to do what's best for Kenya, even when we are away from Kenya. And today, we have a few people who are going to be speaking to us because our guest of honor, we want to give you more time today. We want to hear from you. And it's nice for us to have some of our leaders introduce themselves. So I'm going to be starting by the one and only Councillor Nyoro. This, do you know, I am so happy calling him that because for the number of years we have met and talked and planned, you have always been plotting for this space. Now you're the councillor. And I'm saying to you, we are so humbled because we know your leadership there will lead the leadership in Kenya. So talk to us today. You know the event today, what we are on about, economic empowerment, growing Kenya beautifully. With the leadership, of course, we can see, you know, we use the benchmark. The benchmark we are working with today is Kiharo. So tell us, how are you feeling today? And give us a little speech.
Thank you very much, and I'm humbled to be here today as your councillor. Habari zenyu wa Kenya wenzangu, dignitaries that are here, and our very able guest of honor today, Honorable Ndindi Nyoro. It's a great honor to be sitting under your council today and on the same table with you today. Today I want to talk to you about skill and not finance remittance. As you heard, my name is Njoro Kimani. I've been in this country now 24 years. And of those years, I've done quite a fair few things until I studied some political education in 2010. And I decided to venture into politics. I thought maybe I would do the politics in Kenya. But then I figured that the politics in Kenya was a bit of a rough ride, having not been there for over 10 years of my life. So I ventured out here. And like the Israelites in the wilderness, I stopped saying that I'm better off back where I came from, and I started focusing on the land where I was and where I was going. And that's what I want to talk about today. I invested in myself, knowing full well that I had been drained out of Kenya as part of the brain drain conversation. We talk about brain drain a lot. At the moment, we're saying that maybe about 4,000 doctors leave Kenya every year to go to the West. We're talking about 64% of health workers leaving the country to go and seek better pastures out there. But what I want to talk to you about today is that when you do leave Kenya, come here and invest in yourself, because you didn't leave to just come and give. You came to also build yourself. Learn to build yourself with a focus of what you can give back to your home country. It doesn't have to be you going back there in person, because some of us come here when we're young and we start families here. It's very challenging to just decide that I'm going to pick up my family and go back, because you don't really know where to start and you don't want to destabilize the children. So you choose to stay here for a long time, even with the hope that one day you're going to go back. And you end up living here for 40 years of your life, because your children go through education, they finish, they start working, they get married, they start families. Before you know it, the chances of going back, your hands are full, your mind is full, the opportunities that you've found here, you've exploited, you've taken advantage, and this becomes home while you're still saying, I will go back. But think about this for a moment. All the things that you've learned and invested in yourself, if you only used them here to impact the communities here, and then use that as a mirror and a blueprint to then go back and impact the people back home. And I'll tell you where the trick is. You cannot walk away from this country and go back to Kenya and tell them that I will impact you as a community. I will do all these great things for you. And yet where you've lived for 40 years, the only thing you've invested in is your house and your local neighborhood. And yet you want to go back and preach the gospel that I'm going to come here and I'm going to change all of you people in the community. You don't have a blueprint to work with, because you did not invest with a community in mind. We send a lot of money. Great. That works very well. And everyone is focusing on that. I started doing my business back in 2007, and I was selling little bits of airtime in the car parking lot. And then I brought M-Pesa to this country. By the way, for those who don't know, the first transaction that was ever done for M-Pesa in the UK here to send money to Kenya was done by me. The company that was on the other side sending the money, and they showed it, was my company, and it was me that was on the other side of the phone. So we've sent money. I know what it means to send money. I have facilitated sending money. But we've got to do more than just money. We've got to be known for more than just money. Skill today is what I want to emphasize on. I know a lot of people will talk about finances. They'll talk about investment and bonds and treasuries and all that good stuff. And that's great. But we have a lot that we can send back. Be an example. Set the stage here and then rinse that and repeat it back home. That's my message for you today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That is Councillor Njoro Kimani. And he's been in business for such a long time, but now being in politics. In the United Kingdom, we want that to influence what we're doing in Kenya. And we're so blessed because it's not the only one. There are those ones who could not make it today. We have Councillor Elizabeth has given her apologies. She was going to be here, but things happened. She couldn't make it.